WoW whenever it was good. WoW to... Oh, no. What's the spoiler here? Oh, shit. Oh, no. We've got to go back. We've got to go back. We've got to go back. They're doing it on purpose. Like, I guarantee you. Like, they're doing it on purpose at the offices. They're like, we want to annoy our... We hate the fucking players so much, we're going to give them another AP to farm. Now it's going to be aspect power. You know, that's what it is. It's got to be it, man. And he'll kill the game even more. Alexstrasza's power. It's just so fucking ridiculous, man. It's aspect power. Well, that would be better, okay? Honing power. Yeah, that's the good stuff, right? So the new WoW expansion, I talked about this a little bit, right? You guys saw this? I'll pull it up in a minute. Give me a second. So new WoW expansion got leaked. And we don't really know if this is actually true or not. This could actually just be bullshit and, you know, something that's like not even real. However, this does seem to be to some degree real. And look at this here, and I showed it yesterday, I'll show it again. It is true, and it seems like it is true and also simultaneously real. So let's go take a look at what this is. And Shadowlands Season 5, Bolvar was leaked prior to the announcement of Shadowlands. Update to official Warcraft website may have inadvertently leaked the name of the next expansion. The website's public source code shows strings for Dragonflight, base, heroic, and epic purchases. Similarly, the code points to a new oh shit, sorry, I was just like, I'm dyslexia. Currently inaccessible URL, which would be expected for a new expansion launch, dragonflight.blizzard.com. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, most of you guys don't know, I'm missing a lot of teeth, so it's hard for me to pronounce certain words, so like, I have to spend extra brain power just enunciating them, and I also have dyslexia very bad. And that's why, if you listen to the words that I say, a lot of times I'll say words moderately out of order because of that. So, yeah, that's why. Although still unconfirmed, this does appear to be a late or incomplete April Fool's joke. Yeah, I don't think it is, because it had happened on April 2nd. So it wouldn't have been, it could have been an out-of-season April Fool's joke, but the last one they did like that didn't go over too well, so I don't think they'd try it again. Though we will get our confirmation once Blizzard officially announces on April 19th. What we can say is that we previously data mined some encrypted items, which looks like they could be a deluxe expansion rewards, specifically a mount, pet, and some additional items with spell effects related to dragons, such as the Drake Emerald mount, hinting as a green or Emerald Drake mount. So you see there, WoW Dragonflight base pre-purchase, heroic, epic, and then the upgrades there. Interestingly enough, these pieces of WoW Dragonflight upgrade from base to heroic are actually unhidden comments within the code. So basically, people are assuming this is what the new expansion is. So I'll show the picture of it for anybody who hasn't seen it. I saw it last night. And let's see here, who's ready for another grind? Leaked Dragonflight race. What's this here? Damn, bro, it's looking lit. Oh my god, I'm excited. Yo, who's ready for this shit, man? This is gonna be badass. Oh my god. This is some high quality shit right here. Let's see here, possible concept art of WoW Dragonflight. Let's see what this is. Yeah, this is the picture here. So I'll go ahead and just pick this up too, make sure I have the pictures. I think this is pretty much all of them, right? And let's go ahead, double check. And yeah, okay. So anyway, this is what the picture looks like. And this is obviously Alexstrasza. I'm assuming this is her in her human form and also her dragon form. As you guys can see, she looks pretty much about the same. They did cover her up a little bit. As we know, Blizzard cannot have women in skimpy outfits in video games because it causes them to molest people at the office. So this is unfortunately, all of the players are now punished for this because the company was full of molesters. And that's basically what it is. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the players. It has nothing to do with, you know, women's empowerment. Oh yeah, hey, here's how to empower a woman. Tell her to put on more clothes. Yeah. Sounds great. And Bobby allowed it. Bobby doesn't. Bobby doesn't give a fuck. He just cares about money. Bobby's a piece of shit. You know, that's all there is to it. And aspiring sex offenders, yeah. And so the entire player base has this happen. However, I mean, really, who gives a shit? As I said before, I think people just don't really care as long as the game is good. It's kind of like the story in WoW. If Shadowlands was a really good game and, you know, the gameplay loops were good, the content was good, raids were good, Mythic Plus was good, PvP was good, and, like, apparently a lot of people that raid now say it is good. I don't really think so, personally, because the completion rates for the raid. Like, I went and I found this. Let me go ahead and show you guys this. I'm going to send it to myself on my other Twitter account. All right, so, yeah, this is a picture I saw. Actually, I found this on 4chan, and it was a link to the amount of people who have cleared the new raid. So if you look at the raids, the amount of clears that they had, Mythic Sanctum of Domination versus Mythic Sepulchre, 29 days after the raid came out, over 4 times more people killed the Terragru than Vigilant Guardian. There are literally single-digit numbers of people killing some of these end bosses. And this is the way that the game is designed. And look at Heroic even. Like, Heroic, you're looking at literally half the clear times. Like half of the clear times is so fucking bad, man. It's so fucking bad. Hardest raid ever made, dude? Exactly, that's why it's bad. That's exactly why it's bad. It wouldn't be bad if it was pretty much fine, right? It's too fucking hard. Like, it's not like, listen, this is not a success metric. Having less people beat the content is not good. This is bad. And that's all there is to it. No, people are just bad. Well, I mean, were they that much worse? Here's the thing, right? Is hard equals bad, hard doesn't equal good, okay? How do we know relative populations to compare? I think that it's fair to assume that 75% of the player base didn't quit. Like, I don't think 75% of the player base was lost between patch 9. Sanctum of Domination and Mythic Sepulchre. I think that's way too much. I mean, I'm sure maybe less people are playing, but I don't know if that's going to continue to be the case. And, yeah, I got to hire them more programmers. It's Prog Week. My entire guild quit. Yeah, like, why even... Why... I think that Blizzard forgot something, is that the raids are supposed to be fun. And whenever you're playing a fight where you're juggling a bunch of one-shot mechanics back and forth in a panic, this isn't really fun. Who's having fun here? And so this is what's happening. Is that they, like, if you go back and you look at the raids, the old raids were way more fucking fun to do. And they weren't as hard. They're making raids. They're making this content. This is the primary content that the game's built around, is the raids. Oh my god, the raids. Who gives a fuck about the raids? Nobody cares. Like, Final Fantasy, in my opinion, does raiding better anyway. Like, if I wanted to have a better raiding experience, I'd go play Final Fantasy. I don't have to waste my fucking time on, like, food buffing every pull. I don't have to run back to the boss. I don't have to deal with a bunch of other bullshit. I don't have to deal with 1,000 other trinkets and people standing in things to do DPS because every fucking effect gives you weakness. It's awful, man. It's so fucking awful. And, yeah, it's literally zero fucking fun, man. Why would I pay to play a game with less content than a free-to-play game like Lost Ark? Well, listen, I mean, WoW has a lot of content if you count all the stuff that's out there. You have no idea what you're talking about? I've raided in WoW probably longer than you've been alive. Shut the hell up. I've raided in WoW forever. Here's the facts, right? Is like the raids over the years have just gotten harder and harder and harder and harder. And you know what happens? Is people quit because at a certain point, it's not worth the hassle. And people forget that this is a game because you have all these elite uber gamers who have their entire fucking self-worth and identity tied into being a good raider in WoW. So if you say that the raids are too hard, they should make them easier, that is an attack on their identity. That is an attack on the thing that they have that gives them self-confidence. And guess what? You're a loser for thinking that in the first place. It's just the truth, right? And so who cares? Like, stop making the game cater to 9 players, 9 guilds. Like 120 guilds on Heroic have killed the Heroic Jailer. Give me a fucking break. It's just so bad. It's not their fault. Yeah, didn't you oppose Elden Ring easy mode? You are so stupid. How can you be so stupid? How can you be so dumb? Elden Ring has an easy mode. That was the entire point that I made. Is that it has an easy mode. It has an easy mode and an easier mode. Like, yeah, you know it doesn't? Really? Go watch McConnell's playthrough and you'll see some easy mode mechanics right there. Yeah, you'll see plenty of easy mode mechanics right there. It's going to be no fucking problem, man. Yeah, people always come down like, oh, wait a minute. I thought you said... No, shut the fuck up. You don't know what I said. If you did, you'd be agreeing with me. Games catered to players raid logging 6 hours a week. Sounds more like Blizzard aren't creative and can't do something other than raids. I think that's what it is too. And what's the player base like at the start of each patch? Probably more, and it probably goes up and down. I mean, right, that's kind of what it would make sense. All Dark Souls games have easy modes. They just don't let you select it on the opening screen. Exactly. I saw the easy mode on your stream already. That wasn't easy mode. That was a good player making it look easy, okay? That's totally different, okay? Well, let's be honest. Also, like, I think that doing a mythic raid is much more difficult than doing on a mass accomplishment level. Like, in order to beat a mythic boss, having 20 people do the same thing at the same time is really hard to do. Like, it really, really is. I mean, shit, people fucked that up in Final Fantasy with 8 people. So what do you expect? To be honest, a single OP thing to play through, just memes started by people who didn't know the game. Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know I didn't use anything that was OP. And that's what it is. Sorry, I don't agree. Just because the game has content doesn't mean everyone has to be able to beat it. Yeah, but, like, don't you think this is, like, what do you define by everyone? You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that this is a, what's this here? I'm not saying this is a bad thing or whatever. Ivice thinks that you're attacking them with the French. I'm attacking Blizzard. I'm not attacking him. I'm not even on the page. I'll help them if they want. What do you mean? Yeah, no, I'm not attacking them. I'm chilling, man. It's totally okay. Yeah, don't worry about it, guys. Don't help the flags. Listen, I think it could be kind of funny. We could be like a mercenary. That would be more interesting. It's not that the content's bad. The quality content, only 0.5% of the player base has access or can clear it. Yeah, like, raids have always been, you know, the premier content of the game to an extent, right? But it's like now that the extent is just too low. Because, like, for example, if nobody was able to clear any of these bosses, right? Like, let's say you cut all of these numbers in half. Would you still consider that a successful level of balance? And then if you cut it in half again, would you still consider that a successful level of balance? And so what I'm really talking about here is like where that medium is. And I think the medium is way too far into the difficulty factor. And I think, again, Blizzard listens to world first raiders. They designed the game around them, and big surprise, everybody else is quitting. What do you fucking expect, man? That's it. And that's the way I see it. Worse an ultimate raid for heroic? Yeah, I don't know. It depends. Just imagine that content doesn't exist for you. Well, that's the thing, is the content doesn't exist. And it's like, if you don't raid, like, whenever a new patch comes out, what does exist for you? What is your value? Like, how are you enjoying things? And that's what I think the real issue is like, there's not really a lot of reason for that to happen. And let's see here, new dailies. Exactly. You think this will sell more than Shadowlands? I think it'll be about the same. Like, everybody, like, for me, I'm gonna come back and play the new expansion 100%. Like, every new WoW expansion is fun for at least a month. For at least a month, I have quality content in WoW that I can enjoy. So yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna get my money's worth, and it's gonna be fine. And if afterwards the game is boring, or they have, like, bad systems, I'm just gonna move on and play something else instead. And that's it. Right, for a Dragonflight Covenant system? Yeah, I think so. I will be. And launch is always so much fun. Creating a disparity of PvP, random tier gear that holds so much power to it, release Catalyst. Well, that's the thing. That's one of the reasons why I'm not playing right now. Is like, I know that basically Blizzard has made the game worse artificially to extend content. So they have a Catalyst thing that makes it easier to get tier set gear. And Blizzard, as it's in the game, there's an on-off switch to do that. And they just simply haven't hit the switch. Like, they literally just, they have not hit the switch. Why would I play that game? Why would I play a game that just has such a blatant disregard for my time? Why would I do that? No shot. And this is also for me. I can get tier gear in a week. It would be easy because I just do a huge, like a fucking community raid, and everybody trades me all the gear. It would be so fucking easy. So it's like, I don't need to worry about that at all. Yeah, just raid normal, exactly. Should have released Catalyst week 1? Yeah, week 1 or probably at week 2 or 3, right? That's it. And not with Alliance? Yeah, it's actually a really good fucking point, man. It's a very good fucking point. And let's see here. Let me go back over here and read the rest of these too. But yeah, anyway, I'm really excited for the expansion. I think that's fine. And legit, Alex Strauss has more conservative... has new, more conservative design, as long as not complaining, as long as other aspects get an update in their models. I don't really care for the conservative design. Well, it's that, listen, as I said, Blizzard can't have sexualized characters in their games anymore because the company has had all the controversy. Like, that's actually just, like, the truth. Like, they literally just can't have sexy characters because there's so many creeps that work there or currently work there. It's funny, but there it is. Yes, they can. No, they can't. It's obvious that they can't because they don't have any. That's it. But Microsoft can? Yeah, of course they can. Why Microsoft doesn't have, like, they haven't had a fucking investigation by the Department of California for 2 years where people are going multiple to jail and killing themselves? No. Microsoft has had other problems, but just not that one. Right? And that's it. And Rippy Dippy, I liked old Alex Draza, but then again, I think everyone did. Yeah, exactly. I too wanted a slut dragon. These are the times we live in. Sigh. Well, listen, if you don't like that, don't buy the game. That's my best advice. And if you do anything else, you're just going to set yourself up for disappointment. That's it. And what's this here? It really looks objectively worse design just because of the boobs? I don't really care. Like, I really don't care. I just care about the content. Like, Alex Strauss's boobs doesn't really matter to me. Like, I can always just look something up on DeviantArt if I need a fix for that. You know what I mean?